Kinesis Workshop. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. So, today we are going to be discussing Delicious Monsters by Lizelle Sambury. This is the second book by her that I read. I didn't finish her previous duology because there was something about Blood Like Magic, and honestly, I can't remember if I'm getting like the title of that book right, but there's something about that series that just didn't really connect with me. That I read the first book, I liked it, and I was like, oh, okay, whatever. But this one, I absolutely love. Absolutely love Delicious Monsters. It was haunting, it was chilling, it was part mystery, part thriller, ghost story. It had everything that I love that makes a really good story. So it was so different from the other book to the point where I almost didn't write. She felt like a different author, basically. What I really, really liked is, and I know a lot of people who don't like dual POVs or like time jumps. For me, it worked so well with this book. I usually don't mind it. I'm rather indifferent to it. As long as I can follow the story, I'm golden. But this one, it flowed so well. So you have two point of views. You have Daisy, you have Brittany. They're both girls of color. And they both have very complicated, somewhat toxic relationships with their mothers. They each have a different form of abuse, suffer from a different form of abuse from their mothers. Daisy's storyline takes place 10 years in the past. Brittany's is the present. So Daisy's arc is the more haunting one. It's the more chilling one. She's the one who can see ghosts. She goes to a haunted house that her mother inherited, and something's off. The way her mother acts when she sees this house, from the get-go, there's something off about this house that she's about to go into, almost like the house on the hill, right? So you already know what kind of story her arc is going to be. She sees ghosts. Her mother knows she sees ghosts. In fact, her mother was expecting her to see ghosts. There's a lot of complex dynamics with those two, but it does evolve and it does grow, which is something else I do take away from the book. Her mother recognizes that her behavior and the treatment of her daughter was inappropriate. She thought she was doing what was best for her daughter, but unfortunately, she ended up hurting her daughter more than she ever wanted possible. And you do recognize that she does love her daughter. So for her mother to recognize her behavior and then go towards rectifying it at the sake of her own, sanity and her own comfort, be like, it's okay. I don't mind going broke. We need to fix this and I will help you any way I can. That was a really good moment in the story for these two. For Brittany, completely different story. She is an investigative journalist almost. She has a YouTube video, a YouTube channel with her friend, and they're doing a serialized story on haunted houses. She wants to, that's really her cover. She wants to know who the black girl was that was found in this haunted house 10 years prior. This house that her mother swears, oh yeah, I went to this bed and breakfast and it made me a better person, it made me a better mother. Brittany's just like, no, it didn't. It just made you better at covering yourself. You're still a toxic, evil person. There's no rectifying their relationship at all. Brittany's mother is horrible, but her arc is more investigative, and you don't know who this dead girl is that she's trying to uncover. She wants to solve the mystery. She wants to give a name to this black girl who has been nameless for 10 years because she deserves a name and she deserves justice. So this whole YouTube channel, she's using it as a cover. She's just like, okay, producers, I will do what you like on the surface, but I have my own angle and I'm going to spin it. And she does with the help of her friends, right? Two different arcs, but the way that they balance each other out, they fit. It fits. And you're wondering, oh my God, is it Daisy? Is she like, what happened to Daisy? What's going on? So you need to read Daisy to be like, oh my God, Daisy, please be okay. Please be okay. And then you're reading Brittany's. It's just like, what caused Daisy to die wasn't Daisy, because you're starting to meet other colored characters, other people of color, and you're just like, oh my god, did Daisy kill someone? There's so many red herrings. The story makes you look in a bunch of different other directions, and when it finally unveils the truth, you're just like, wow, that was a phenomenal story. And it really was. It really was. I did take away from that a lot, that storytelling, the layering, and how these two story arcs balanced each other out and flowed quite effortlessly. You're going from the past to the present in such a smooth way that you don't even think twice about it. You're just so engaged and engrossed in the story. Just so you guys know, the novel does, it's not explicit, but it does reference, child abuse, molestation. It references it. It is not explicit in it, but, just letting all you readers out there who are interested in the book know that, yes, this is a topic the book touches on. And if you read the author's note at the beginning of the book, you understand why she is talking about this. And I think that's why I like this book better. I don't really read author's notes. I've started reading them more and more lately because they really do have an impact on the story, I'm discovering. Or at least the way I absorb the story. I feel like this book had more passion and more heart than her previous duology. And this is a standalone. But for me, it was more impactful. It was more haunting. It was more gripping. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. It was such a phenomenal book. I can't stress that enough. So, I'm going to go ahead and give Delicious Monsters 4 to 5 stars. Absolutely phenomenal book. Definitely highly recommend it. For sure, you should go pick up this book and read it. But do go in and please read the trigger warnings, because she does include them in the beginning of the book. And please read her author's note, because it really will give you some insight into why she wrote the story the way she did. And trust me, author's notes at the beginning of the stories are really, really quite impactful, I'm discovering. I usually just, back in the day, I used to just skip, let me get to the book. I think I'm going to keep reading author's notes because they're there for a reason. I'm discovering. In any case, once again, I will give this book 4 to 5 stars. Absolutely phenomenal. Highly recommend. If you want to purchase the book, I will of course include links in the description below on where you can purchase if you so desire. And on that note, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share with all your book reading friends. And as always, happy reading, everyone.